Welcome to a beginner's guide to the Slann Mages for Warhammer Fantasy lore. This video is only for Warhammer Fantasy and does not cover 40k or Age of Sigmar. The story of the Slann begins before the modern world was shaped. The Old Ones, who were an ancient starfaring race of beings with immense power, arrived in the Warhammer world through the Great Polar Warp Gates. The reason for choosing the world of Malice is unknown, since they never chose to share the logic for why they picked it. However, they used their power to overhaul the planet and make it so that way they could place various races on it. One of the races that they created were known as the Slann, who were designed to be the ultimate mages and also the keepers of the Great Plan, which was the cosmic blueprint the Old Ones were trying to implement. The Slann were also spawned in distinct generations, each wave bringing new mage priests into existence as the Old Ones required. The first generation were the most powerful and closest to the Old Ones' design. They helped shape continents, move the stars, and close the warp gates. Many first-generation Slann perished in the Great Cataclysm that followed the collapse of the Northern Warp Gate. Those who survived this disaster eventually fell over the following centuries to various chaos insurgents. The second and third generations were still incredibly powerful, but more mortal in some ways. Many were lost when chaos first flooded into the world, although a few still survive into the modern age. The fourth generation are rare survivors of later spawnings, and a few still remain active in the modern Warhammer world, and the fifth generation are the youngest Slann. They still possess immense magical might, but no Slann have been spawned since the fifth generation. The existing Slann are all that remain, and as they fall, no replacements arise. Though the Old Ones vanished after the collapse of the Warp Gates, their legacy, the Great Plan, remains. The Slann and the Skink Priests both try and interpret fragments of the ancient blueprint, seeking to enact the Great Plan across the world. However, unlike the Skink Priests, it is the Slann who possess the insight that actually allow them to interpret the meaning of the Great Plan and guide Lizardmen society. Also, the Slann serve as the spiritual and political rulers of the Lizardmen race. The Slann issue commands that Skinks and Saurus obey without question, and they are the custodians of ancient lore, relics, and rituals. And at heart, the Slann fight an endless war to hold back chaos and restore balance to the world, even if the means of doing so, as well as how they reached the conclusion they reached, are unclear. Two of the most famous Slann that regularly appear within Warhammer lore are Mazdamundi and Lord Croak. Mazdamundi is one of the last surviving members of the second generation Slann, and ruler of the temple city of Haxoatl. Mazdamundi is a master of geomancy, capable of reshaping land masses and calling down continent-shaking magic. He is proud, and often disdainful of younger races, but utterly dedicated to preserving the Great Plan in whatever way that he thinks will work. He is the most active of the remaining Slann, often taking direct action where others remain in contemplation. Then there is Lord Croak, one of the greatest first-generation Slann. Lord Croak actually perished while defending Lustria. However, getting taken out by chaos wasn't able to stop him, as his soul was so powerful that it was able to remain anchored to the mortal realm through pure will and ancient magic. The Slann are among the most powerful spellcasters in the Warhammer world. Some of them are able to use multiple lores of magic, while others have special spells they can cast, like Mazdamundi's Part Water spell that forces the water to recede so that way his troops can move across dry land, or the Ruination of Cities spell, which allows Mazdamundi to focus his mind on a city and destroy its walls, buildings, and everything else. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you be sure to smash the like button and subscribe for more content like this. Also, go check out my Discord server as well as my Patreon. Links to both those in the description below. But anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.